Hello guys, welcome to Switch Technologies. In this video, you will come to know the smoke testing and the sanity testing and the difference between them in very simple way. Okay, so in many interviews, the interviewer is interested to know this answer from you. Okay, so let's move on to the session and okay. So, what is the smoke testing and the sanity testing? Let's say from the very basic first of all. Okay, so very first time you will get the bill from the development team. Okay, the bill will be sent to testing environment. Okay, what we have to do because so whatever the bill which is sent from the development team that may be unstable. Most of the times the bill which is sent from the development team is unstable only. Okay, but if you as a tester perform different testings on this unstable build, that will not make any sense. First, we have to know this particular build which is sent from the development team is stable or not. Okay, so to find the stability, what we have to do here is you have to perform a testing called smoke testing. So in this smoke testing, what we have to do? We have to verifies the critical functionalities of the that particular application, like the application is starting successfully or not. Okay, and what is that different modules we are having in that particular build, those are reaching the business requirement exactly or not. Okay, that you have to verify first, so that together you can say smoke testing. And also first you have to know this particular build is stable or not, and the UI part which is for example UI user interface, graphical user interface part is responsive or not. Okay, so the elements are clickable in nature or not. Okay, so this particular build is testable or not, that you have to do perform first. So that how you can do perform first, you have to verify the critical functionalities of that particular application. So the URL is launching properly or not. So everything you have to perform. So that together you can call simply a smoke testing. So once the smoke testing test results got passed, you can happily move on to the system testing and also the regression testing. Okay, so but if this particular test, whatever you performed on the build is not passed, what you have to do? Okay, what you have to do? If it is not passed, so where the critical functionality you find that is not working fine, so that particular thing you have to report as a bug to the development team who sent this build to you. Okay, now what the development team will do? So whatever you sent, whatever the bug you reported to the development team, so they will work on that particular bug and they will send the new build to you. Okay, so after fixing the bug, whatever you reported to the development team, again you have to retest that bug, and again you have to perform some regression testing on that particular bug. Okay, so before of all these, what you have to do, whatever the bill you received from the development team, so after you reported some bug to them, so to make sure that bug is fixed or not, again you have to perform some testing, that is sanity testing. So in this, what you will do, you have to verify new functionality, the bug fixes in the build happened or not. Okay, so of course, so in smoke testing and the sanity testing, the test cases, some test cases will be common, but again you have to verify here the build, what the sorry the bug whatever you reported to the development team, they got fixed that or not. Okay, so now you will verify here. Again, if it is reaches the critical functionalities, of course, already you performed the critical functionalities here, happened or not, but you reported some bug. The bug is fixed or not, that you performed and that you executed through sanity testing. So now the results, if pass, you can happily again go on to system testing and or the regression testing. If not, this time Also, still that particular functionality is still having some bugs. Okay, still having some bugs means what you will do? Again, you will reject this. Again, you will reject this. Again, you will report the bug to the development team. The team will again fix this, and now they will send the build 3. So build 3 is nothing but some bugs were fixed, and now they will send to you. Now what you have to do again, you have to verify the new function. Sorry, we have to verify on that particular new functionality bugs are fixed or not. We have to find. Okay, so now if this test is passed, again you can go for the thorough in detail of the testing, and you can also perform the regression testing. So the new code changes are affecting the existing features or not, that you have to perform a part of the regression. So and again you have to perform the in-depth of the testing. Okay, so if still you found any bugs means this process will be repeat until you reach the considerably stable build. Okay, until you get relatively stable builds after multiple rounds of the regression testing, you have to repeat this process. Okay, so this is the way the smoke and the sanity testing will be performed on the builds. Okay, so let's see some of the differences, considerable some key differences of the smoke testing and the sanity testing. So if you see here, smoke testing is performed to find that the critical functionalities of the program is working fine. Smoke testing is performed to find the critical functionalities of the program is working fine, you are executing. Okay, so now coming to sanity testing is done to check the new functionality or bugs have been fixed. So no, just now we seen here, right? So what we seen here? So after reporting the bug by the tester to the development team, after fixing the bug by the developer, you are performing the testing. Sanity testing means you're performing after bug is reported or after bug is fixed by the development team, you are performing this testing. But this is a initial level of the testing. This is a bug after reporting the bug, and to make sure the bug is fixed or not, to verify that you are performing this particular testing called sanity testing. Okay, so yes, bugs have been fixed or not, to know that you are performing sanity. So the objective of this testing is to verify the stability of the system in order to proceed with in-depth of the testing. So to save our time and to do not waste our time on unstable build, to do not waste our time of unstable build, first we are performing some basic level, some initial level testing, that is smoke testing. So once you pass this testing, you will go in depth of the testing. Okay, once it is passed, you will go in depth of the testing. To proceed the in depth of the testing only, you're performing this smoke testing first. Okay, so the objective of the testing to verify the rationality of the system in order to proceed with more in depth of the testing. So here the stability means, so the particular build is stable or not. Coming to here, roughly the build is reaching the customer or the client requirements or not. To find that you're performing the sanity. Roughly that particular builds are reaching the customer requirements or not, you are performing here. So this testing is performed by the developers or the testers. Yes. Okay. So that we know that testing is a combination of some verification and validation process. So before sending the build to the testing team, the developer will perform some level of testing. Yes or no? Yes. So a part of the testing, they can also do perform smoke testing. First, they have to verify that particular build is reaching the critical functionalities or not at least. Okay, so that's why this will be performed by the developers or the testers. Yes, so were they tested or not, were they perform the smoke testing or not, but to make sure that particular build is a stable build or not, and to save our time And two, do not waste our time on unstable build. We have to make sure that the smoke test results got passed or not. To find the stability first, as a tester, you have to perform the smoke test. Okay, so coming to sanity testing. So sanity testing software is usually performed by the testers only, because after fixing the bug by the developer, as a tester, you are performing to make sure that bug got fixed or not. So as a tester, you are performing. So coming to smoke testing is usually documented or the scripted. Yes. So a very initially you are performing smoke testing. So and you are making sure the smoke test results are got passed or not. If those got failed, you are rejecting the bill, and you are keeping, and you have to keep the particular smoke test results to the development team also. Later you have to move on to system testing. But coming to sanity testing, usually not documented and unscripted, because a part of the sanity testing you have to do it many times. A part of the regression testing also, again you have to perform the sanity testing. You have to do this many times, because almost the same test cases only you have to execute multiple times, that particular bug got fixed or not. So most of the time you have to execute same test cases and again. So that's why you are not undetailedly documented that particular sample testing results. Okay, so smoke testing is subset of tester acceptance testing or the build acceptance testing. What do you call? Build acceptance testing or the tester acceptance testing. So whatever the build sent by the development team, the build which is sent by the development team, should I accept this or not? Should I accept this build to perform the system testing or not? For that, you are doing this smoke testing. So that I can say smoke testing is a subset of tester acceptance test or the build acceptance test or the build verification test. Okay, so sanity testing is a subset of regression testing. So subset of regression testing means after fixing the bug by the developer and to make sure that particular bug got fixed or not, and after fixing that particular bug thoroughly, again you have to perform, so that particular new changes or that particular build got changed or not. So because of that, any other functionality is affected or not. So because of all this, again you have to verify the functionality is reaching the business logic or not, or business requirement or not. Okay, so coming to smoke testing exercise the entire system from end to end. Yes, so to accept that particular build, you have to focus on entire system. What are the different critical features? What are the different models you are having? You have to focus on entirely first. Okay, so system test sanity testing exercise only the particular component of the entire system. Yes, so this is a overallly executing, overallly concentrating on the application. So overall, so means end to end. So coming to here, it will focus on one component and in detail of the component, it will concentrate. Okay, so coming to just if you see one example here, this smoke testing is like general health checkup. Nothing but you went to general physician. So what he will do? He will check everything. He will check your temperature. He will check your weight, and he will check your BP. He will check entire how your organs are working fine or not. Okay, what they have to do and they are doing fine or not. But if you go to a specialized health checkup. For example, you went to ophthalmologist for eyes. Okay, so now he is a specialist. He will concentrate more onto the eyes only. Instead of some other things, he will concentrate more on eyes only. Just the only the difference. This will concentrate entire system. Physician will concentrate entire system, but the specialist won't concentrate particular organ. Okay, so smoke testing will be performed in only positive testing. Okay, coming to sanity testing will be performed in positive and negative also. Okay, positive means, so first to accept this build for the system testing means, if you want to do perform the in-depth of the testing, if you want to perform the system testing, first it will be stable or unstable. For that you are performing some test cases, you are executing some test cases, and in those you will use only valid test data only. So first we have to verify that particular module is working fine or not. Okay, in that way you will do test. That's why I'm saying here this will use only positive testing. For example, here one uh, application, for example, some web application, facebook.com is there. Okay, so apart of the smoke testing, what you have to do, the very first time this particular URL, if you do launch in some other applications or in some other browsers, what you have to do here, it will, when I do launch this in any browser, this will launch that particular page or not. So this is the way I need to check first. Okay, yes, when I do launch this, I am not navigating successfully to the application. Okay, so now when I do enter valid username and valid password, and if I do click on the login, should I capably successfully log in into my account or not? This is one module. And when I do click on the create new account, if I give the proper details here, so can I able to sign up successfully or not? This is one module, and this is another module. Okay, so this is the way you can use the smoke testing. Here you will enter only positive testing. So coming to sanity testing will be performed in positive and negative testing also. So for example, so with the same application, you are moving on to facebook.com. So whenever you do give some wrong password, wrong username, and some other wrong password you are giving. Okay, so when you do apply this, still can you capable to log in or not? Actually, you should not log in. Okay, but you have to do test in wrong test data also, that you will do perform a part of the sanity testing. That is the meaning of the negative testing. You have to use here invalid test data also. Okay, so this is a difference, the key points to remember when you are describing about the smoke testing and the sanity testing. Okay, so thank you guys. Hope you are clear with my explanation, and uh, we will discuss in the next session about regression testing in detail. Okay, thank you guys.